It's painful to remember, but it's also painful not to. Memories, good or bad, shape who we are. Spoilers ahead. When I was 15, I broke up with my first girlfriend. It was earth-shattering. I experienced for the very first time literally feeling my heart breaking. Until then, I thought it was just a poetic expression, but I learned that heartache is very much real and you can actually feel it. No amount of music, books, or time with friends helped me forget. That's when I came up with what I thought was the next big billion-dollar idea. A pill that could erase someone from your memory. If the pain was only in my mind, then erasing the memory of her should fix everything, right? Little did I know, Charlie Kaufman had already explored this exact idea years earlier when he wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I know there's a movie about almost every imaginable human experience, but it still amazes me how this one captures the depth of grief so perfectly. Grief is such a universal emotion and we all try to avoid it. Pain sucks. No one wants to go through it. That's why pharmacies sell Advil in bottles of 500 pills. But emotional pain, the kind that can't be numbed by medicine, is far more complicated. The truth is, trying to erase every memory of someone we once loved is bound to backfire. Why? Because those memories are part of us. We are shaped by our own experiences, and that includes the books that we read, the movies that we watch, and the people we love. If we erased someone from our lives, we'd lose all the memories tied to them, good and bad. Worse, we'd be destined to repeat the same mistakes without learning from them first. This is exactly what Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind does so perfectly. Joel and Clementine are drawn to each other despite having erased their shared history. They don't know why they are doing the things they do, but they feel compelled to. The same qualities that attracted them the first time are still there. It's as if, on some level, we can't escape who we are and what we want. Like the philosopher Schopenhauer once said, a man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. Basically saying that a man can do what he wants, but he cannot want what he wants. I know it's weird, but it makes sense in this movie. The film also explores this idea with the Doctor and Mary. Even though they didn't have a perfect meet-cute moment, they still ended up liking each other. Why? Because some connections are inevitable. You can erase the memories, but the underlying traits that brought people together remain. Joel and Clementine are aware of their flaws by the end of the movie, but they choose to be together anyway, even though they know they'll probably hurt each other again. Why do we willingly walk into something that might very well end up in pain? I believe it's because love. That fire inside of us often outweighs logic and reason. As John Green once said, you don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have some say in who hurts you. That's Eternal Sunshine in a nutshell. I'm not suggesting you should call up your high school ex right now, but since erasing someone from your memory isn't an option, at least not yet, the best path forward is to navigate the labyrinth of suffering and emerge on the other side healed. The film's cinematography beautifully illustrates this complex emotional journey. The use of color, especially Clementine's hair, is a clever device that helps us distinguish between memories and reality. The practical effects and camera tricks layer the narrative with even more depth. It's safe to say this is Jim Carrey's best performance. Known for his expressive face, here he brings that range into subtle, nuanced expressions. Kate Winslet is equally phenomenal, carrying the emotional weight of her character with ease. And the supporting cast shines as well. Every character is fully realized and integral to the story, showing us how a service like memory erasure could easily become unethical. The technicians are so detached from their patients, treating them like toys they can mess with because they won't remember. This nonchalance about the process makes you wonder, at what point does technology cross moral lines? In short, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a masterfully written and directed film with an outstanding cast, an original story that stands apart from typical Hollywood fare. It delves into the nature of memory, love, and pain in a way that's both thought-provoking and deeply human. As for rewatchability, I'd give it a solid 92%. With each viewing, the film only gets richer. The finish line is the same for all of us, but it is what we do with our time along the way that matters. Life isn't about avoiding pain, but what we learn from it. But it's also not about love itself, but how we choose to love. As always, thank you for watching. See you next time.